welcome to my channel once again. Today we are talking about the steam sterilizer, but before that I want you to see me. I want you to see my body and how far I've come. We're still 2 weeks postpartum and this is how we look. Not so bad, but it's actually normal. I think it's normal to be like this. Anyway, I'm loving my body and this is before any progress. So at this point, I'm still not exercising at all. So there I am and I'm happy. Don't forget to hydrate, like and subscribe to this video and to my channel. So let's begin on the Momeasy steam sterilizer. How do you use it? We start by boiling the water. Make sure it's enough water for both washing and rinsing the utensils. So over here I had already kept the hot water for washing. I had left it to soak the baby stuff for about 5 minutes, and those are the brushes, those are the utensils, and I like soaking my baby utensils, especially the silicone stuff like the bottle tips like this one, so that it can easily get clean. So just leave it there in water for some time, then you can cool it down so you are able to scrub it and begin the washing, just like any washing. So right now we are going to disassemble the parts of the steam sterilizer. If you have it, you can see it is broken down into several parts. These remaining parts I'm keeping in the rinsing water. They had been in the steam sterilizer for long, so I just want to rinse them again and return them. So there they are. I'm rinsing them and returning them again because they were there for some time, and we get on with the washing. I love using this brush because it's easy to clean, it's easy to also maintain. I use the small brushes for the pumping parts, which are narrow, and the bottle tips and the other silicone parts of the pumping. What is it called? Why am I forgetting? The pumping flange. So there they are. I'm washing, I'm rinsing. I like keeping a lot of water to rinse so that it gets all the soap out. And yeah, so that is me rinsing and shedding off the excess water. I love washing the baby utensils in hot water at least once a day, but because I am also pumping throughout the day in a span of 3 hours or 4 hours, sometimes I wash with cold water and then I put in the steam sterilizer, or I let the bottles and the pumping flanges to air dry, of which also air drying is also good. Just make sure it's in a sterile environment, there are no flies, and where your bottles can just dry easily and fast and not be contaminated. So that is what I do. I wash with hot water at least once a day or twice, and I use the steam sterilizer same once a day or twice. So the second time I use the steam sterilizer is usually in the morning when I want to just rinse everything out, and I use it at night when I finalize all of the bottles that you had seen in the other video. The bottles I set out for the day for the baby to take, and the storage containers. So at the end of the day, all of them I have to wash with hot water because the milk also is creamy. So you find that you need hot water to remove that cream, or the soap. You just use a lot of soap. So that is what has worked so far. Now this is my third born, so this is something I've always been doing and I've had no issues at all. So as I'm finishing up on rinsing, I like assembling directly into the compartments so that it can drain off the excess water before I assemble the steam sterilizer and keep it on. These are my brushes, and imagine I never knew that they interlock. So this is the second time I have it, and I just realized that it interlocks. And anyway, that's another story for another day. So just cleaning up. Then after this, it's reassembling the steam sterilizer. What I love about this is that it fits a lot of utensils. It fits the bottles, the containers, the nipples, and still you see that there is space. So I love it a lot. It can take in a lot at once. Just make sure all your bottles are facing down. So something funny is that I forgot this bottle. I saw it after finishing the washing. I'll deal with it later. Some things we have to go through. So as you can see, this is the on button behind and also in front. You have to put on the one that's behind first, on and off. Then you ensure that the one in front is also on because it goes off. There is the water for steaming. Make sure you keep water. That is about 100 millimeters. So that container comes with the whole steam sterilizer. Assemble, ensure that the lid is closed. Then you can keep it on. So now just turn on the sterilizer and make sure that the front button is working. It has the orange light in it. Then it is working. In a few minutes, basically like 5 minutes, it will be done. This is the rack I was saying that I use for air drying. I love it a lot. And I keep the bottles once the steam sterilizer is done to shed off some water. There you can see the steam on the walls. I usually open the steam sterilizer on top so that it can let the steam out a bit and drain the water to the lower compartment before I use. So that is all. This steam sterilizer, if you don't have it, you can just boil your bottles in a pot with hot water for some minutes until it's boiling. Then you can keep it in a drying rack. So my steam sterilizer I bought from the supermarket Carrefour. It was about almost 7,000, but they are also everywhere else. But that is the most affordable place I've seen. I've seen some places online are even selling it at 10,000. So if you need it, I think the most economic place at the moment will be the supermarket Carrefour. And so this is a lifesaver for me. You just have to have it for the safety of your child and for the ease of just cleaning. Thank you. Like and subscribe for this and more content. Share, and I'm happy to be a part of your life.